You told me now is the golden age of list growth, and I want to know what you mean by that.
So I spend so much time looking at pop-ups, either our customers or potential customers, and really just like exploring what's possible with pop-up designs. Brands still prioritize tools that give them the best possible email collection performance. And there's an opportunity cost to prioritizing email collection over SMS collection because there's no innovation happening in the email space. All the innovation's happening in the SMS space. And if you're not prioritizing collecting phone numbers now, there's a cost to that in the immediate future. And as innovation continues to happen in the SMS space, you don't have those phone numbers that you could have had by prioritizing it. So what we found is as brands invest more and more in their list growth and create more opt-in sources and more efficient opt-in sources, their revenue grows along with the lift in their list growth.
Most brands, would you agree that most brands are using double opt-in right now as like their acquisition method on a pop-up?
If they're not using Postscript pop-ups, they are.
Okay, so like what's the experience for the double opt-in versus on-site opt-in? If you're a visitor coming to a brand site, what would be those the key differences there in that experience?
Yeah. So if you're a shopper and you come to Laura's sewing parts, Laura's custom bags.
That's what came to mind when you looked at me. Laura's sewing parts. Laura's sewing parts. All right, we're gonna come up with a better Bub Snacks.
But
We can go to
yeah.
Bub Snacks.
So if I'm a shopper and I'm on bubsnacks.com and I scroll the site, I trigger the pop-up and I'm prompted to fill out the pop-up. The first step is typically email. I submit my email, it advances to the next step, which is typically SMS. If a brand is not using Postscript pop-ups, that shopper, after they submit their phone number, receives a text and is prompted to reply Y to confirm their opt-in. So what that means is they have to leave the site and leave the pop-up experience to go to their text messages app, reply Y, and then what happens? Who knows? Maybe they don't go back to the site. Maybe they have to click on the link and you lose that attribution. Maybe they don't even go to their messages app and they're advanced to the next step and they see the discount code on that success page. They have no incentive to actually reply Y to confirm their opt-in. So now you've just given away a discount code without collecting a subscriber. The experience with Onsite Opt-In is a shopper lands on the site, they get to the phone number input step, they submit their phone number, immediately they're advanced to the next step, and they receive a one-time verification code that they can autofill directly from their keyboard. They submit that autofill verification code, they're successfully opted in, and then they advance to that success page and they see the discount code or cashback link. And they never have to leave the site. They can continue shopping, add to cart, and that discount code is there when they go to purchase.
Okay, so what is the opt-in rate when you're comparing on-site opt-in to double opt-in, which is what most brands are using, right? Double opt-in.
Hypothetically, if a brand is collecting 10,000 subscribers a month, or they're getting 10,000 subscribers to submit their phone number in a pop-up, if they're using double opt-in, they're only going to get 2,500 verified opt-ins where they can continue texting those subscribers, automations, and campaigns. Versus comparable to on-site opt-in, if they're collecting 10,000 phone numbers a month, it's expected that 8,000 would actually verify their opt-in, where you can continue texting them and sending them those messages.
So we say verified opt-ins a lot. What does that actually mean? Because like people are using all different pop-ups.
Yeah, so when I'm saying a phone number submission, I'm meaning someone just typed in their phone number and hit the button to continue. A lot of pop-up platforms will register a phone number submission as a successful opt-in, but what's not happening is the shopper that just submitted their phone number isn't always going back and sending that reply Y to verify their opt-in, meaning that they haven't confirmed and they're not actually on your list. And you can't use that phone number and you can't continue to send them texts.
What's like a great pop-up you've seen recently? Something that you've seen that you got served and you were like, I'm giving them my email, my number, my social security. It's such a good pop-up.
Yeah. One that comes to mind that I'm really proud of that's a Postscript customer is Built. And the reason I love this one is they follow so many of the best practices that we've seen really make a great pop-up. When I say a great pop-up, I'm speaking in the terms of performance, but design is also a part of that too. And they're a great brand. And so their design looks great by default, right? They have a really strong branding and presence in the market, and they bring that to life in their pop-up. And it creates a really great experience for the shopper. It matches their site, but it also follows the best practices, like I said, for performance. It's a full screen pop up. They use an intro screen where they're collecting custom properties, either for shoppers' preferences, or they've also done some A/B testing on like what someone is shopping for, who they're shopping for. And so not only are they capturing more phone numbers and emails, they're also collecting custom properties and preferences on those subscribers as well, so they can personalize their messaging.
What's an example of that intro custom properties?
Is this a podcast question or is this a Ren question?
Always podcast, always be recording.
Both. Like what is Built asking subscribers on that first page?
Yeah, like explain an intro screen, because I don't know
Yeah.
that everyone is still like aware that an intro screen is now something that you can and maybe should be doing with a pop-up.
Yeah, so an intro screen is really just an additional step in the pop-up before you ask for the shopper's email or phone number. And so there's different strategies that you can use with the intro screen. One is you can just kind of ask a basic question, like whatever your offer is in the pop-up, say 20% cash back. Like, hey, do you want 20% cash back? The button would be, yes, I want to claim my offer. And we've seen that just like that simple addition leads to that 20 to 30% lift. But there's also another step that you can take it in doing what we call custom property collection. And so you can ask any question that you want that's relevant to your brand and collect those preferences from subscribers. So an example might be, if I'm an apparel brand, I might ask the shopper in that first step of the pop-up, what are you shopping for? And you could have anywhere from 2 to 5 options with different buttons with different types of shopper preferences. So it might be like, I'm shopping for shoes, jackets, shirts, or shorts. And I can choose one of those and then advance to the next step, which would be SMS or email input. And once I complete the email or SMS input, that preference is also passed to the subscriber's profile or to my profile. And now you as the marketer can send me personalized messages based off what I selected in the first step of that pop-up. So great for performance, also great for personalizing the SMS experience once you actually have the phone number.
I have no pop-up on Laura's sewing parts. What are the 5 things, if you're building me a pop-up from scratch, that you would make sure I include to make sure I'm growing my list as fast as possible?
Revenue is really down for Laura's sewing parts, so knock this out of the park, please.
I just cannot sell a thimble to save my life. All right, you guys keep going. I have to drop.
Okay.
We're almost
We'll
at the
wrap.
4.
Farewell.
Am I going to mess something up if I leave right now?
No, you're fine.
Okay. How do I leave?
Let's do 3. What are 3 things I could A/B test in my pop-up this month? The first thing I would recommend is if you're using a partial screen pop-up, test a full screen experience. See how that improves opt-in rates for email and SMS and overall engagement rates. Another one that I would recommend testing is try the order of your opt-in steps. If you're collecting email and SMS, try reversing the order. If you're collecting email now, try collecting SMS first. It works best when you're using Onsite Opt-In. It doesn't break the experience. It's really seamless end to end. And so if that's not something you've tested in the past, test collecting SMS first when using Onsite Opt-In and just see how it improves your overall performance of the pop-up. And the third one that I recommend testing is the intro screen, right? Try the yes, no intro screen. Add a step to the pop-up before you ask for email or phone number and see how that impacts your overall engagement rates and email and SMS opt-in rates as well. we've seen about a 20 to 30% lift in when adding an intro screen. So give it a try. There's plenty of examples out there. We have some on the website, and get some inspiration and give it a shot for your brand.
Bryan, thank you for spending a little time with us on the show. Really glad you joined us.
Down to talk pop-ups anytime.